Hello viewers, Super GT here. I've got to say it, the transition is complete. I am now a complete noob because look at this, I am driving the Jeep Trailcat. We saw this thing wreaking havoc in a previous video and I thought I'd give it a go because to become the noob you just have to drive a noob car and drive like an idiot, which is pretty much what's going to happen here. Although, having said that, immediately up into 4th place and really just blitzing the competition early doors here at Monza, short circuit. This is the exact kind of circuit I need to see because this car's got tons of power and basically zero handling, and I'm going to go to the back of this. I'm going to go back into the back of the guy and start rolling hysterically. Far too much grip when you're driving sideways and it results in being flipped over about 90 times. So that kind of proves also I had no brakes. So the car's actually trying to go up onto 2 wheels there, trying to flip over just going around the exit of Parabolica. Someone's flipping it. Oh my god. Yeah, there's no way through that gap. And if I even tried to turn remotely anywhere to the side, I would have just flipped over. Viper just coming out of nowhere. It's all really kicked off in this first lap. This guy, the guy on the left-hand side there, trying to go straight on when actually you're meant to be turning right here, mate. Absolute chaos on this first lap. Coming through the little twisty section there, not too bad. But you see there, it doesn't turn, and then it turns too much. So it's really, really hard to control. It's got decent power, you can see here. Keeping up with the cars ahead. It seems like all of its power is in its launch though. Launch isn't that great to have. I mean, obviously it's good off the line, but you can only really use it once, and then you're screwed for the rest of the race. Struggling to keep the car under control on the exit of Parabolica, which should be a fairly easy part. There's someone just still stuck, a couple of people stuck there actually. So the SRT Viper is it, up the inside into turn 1, and we have a V8 supercar off the track. Hopefully he won't come out of his ghost, and he does. Wants to go past him. Into 15th place. Let's face it, no one should be losing to me when I'm in this thing, especially as I've done 4,000 flips already. Looking up the inside, although the Viper now is just going to start pulling away, there's a good chance here that I won't finish last, which is an achievement in a noob wagon, a total noob wagon. I mean, I've said it many times before. This car or Jeep, this vehicle, it just shouldn't be in the game. There's no real reason for it to be here, let's face it, apart from making newbie videos like this. So lap number 5 into Parabolica, way too deep. We're in 14th out of 20. We're beating 6 people, which is 6 too many basically. I shouldn't be beating anyone, not in this. So we're going to have a drag race with a Noble in a Jeep down Monza. You don't see that every day, it must be said. Going into the first turn, and by going in, I mean literally going in like balls deep like that, straight into the wall. And I've lost a position, nearly lost 2. The V8 supercar now is going to be a direct duel with the V8 supercar to the end, using 2 wheels over the grass there. The Jeep actually feeling more at home on the grass than on the tarmac, putting away a nice distance there as we go into the final turn of the final lap, lap number 6 of 6. There we go, actually clipping the apex quite nicely there. Not too bad. It took me maybe 6 laps too many to get used to this car. Sliding on the exit, the car just all over the place, so much body roll. And we are going to cross the line to finish 15th. So, not last, let's put it that way. We're gonna do another race. Let's see how this one goes in the ultimate noob wagon. Pulling away from the line. You see the launch is absolutely amazing. Up into 6th place already. Up the outside of the Porsche and the BMW. They are all going to collide, make contact, but we get through just about okay. 6th place then. What can we do from here as we come down the back straight? What I can do is do a silly little spin. It's very hard to control this car, as that kind of proves, or maybe I'm just not that good. One of the two. It's a hard car to control, or I'm just crap. One of the two, or possibly both. Uphill around the long banked corner, down to 14th. Obviously not a very good time to start spinning out at the start because you're going to lose so many positions. and then car wanting to turn in but then kind of very frightened to do so, and then eventually tons of oversteer. Coming downhill then into the fast right, plenty of fast banked corners here at Prague, which do help you round. A bit too much there in that case, and then a couple of corners later again, once again just struggling with that throttle. It really is OP, that throttle in this car, and then just making a total noob error. And I mean, I said at the start I am a noob. There we go. There's kind of proof. And I just did not want to drive that piece of, you know, anymore. So we're going to go for a proper S-Class car now. The Celine S7. The lights suddenly come on, and we are away from 13th. Let's go and see what we can do. The best place to be at Sebring first turn is the inside. Just hug the wall. Here we go. We started that corner at 13th, and we're going to go up into 7th. So there you go. Kind of evidence that that's the best place to be. Unless, of course, someone smashes you off. You never know when someone might smash you off. Get punted from behind, but not too much. Big car park forming here. Looks more like a multi-story car park than a race circuit. But it kind of just opens up for me there. Super GT effect, in effect, up into 6th place. So we've gone from about 13th, 14th, up into the top 6. And it's barely been half a lap. That's good going so far. Is it possible to win this race? We shall see. It's not as easy for the noobs to cut these last couple of corners here at Sebring. So I think those tyre walls there do actually help. Obviously it's not totally realistic because they're not really there in real life, but to curb the noobs' ambitions of cutting every corner, sometimes you just have to make unrealistic tyre walls. That's the unfortunate side effect, I guess, of total noobery, which you'll see in this game quite a lot. Going for a very deep line and then cutting back. Still in 6th place behind the Ferrari now. That wasn't an ideal line through there, but no worries, we didn't lose a position at least. Into the first corner. Good on the brakes, this car, look at that. Going for the big lunge. The Porsche turned in a little bit too early there. Ferrari's just going to punt me wide, thank you very much. And I think he's just going to back out there slightly. So let me go back ahead. Up the inside, covering the inside line. I didn't really want to move across to the left hand side in front of the Ferrari. Too late, so we're going to just go for the inside line into that those couple of corners. Coming out in 5th place behind the Porsche now. Can we go about getting towards that podium, possibly a win? 4-lap race. The races are very short on this. I would prefer maybe 5 or 6 laps around here. It is a fairly short circuit, but we have to make do with what we've got. Almost making contact with the Porsche on the exit. The GT2 RS, the brand new Porsche flagship model. Really nice car indeed. I wouldn't mind having one of those. But going into the final turn, going very deep on the brakes once again. We're going to look for that late apex, get the drive out with a straighter line. There it is. The Porsche driving way too wide on the exit. So we're up into 4th place. Now looking up the inside possibly of the other Porsche into turn 1. Maybe a little bit too far back from here. But we're going to go for it. A mega lunge out of nowhere. The Porsche looking for the cut back, and he can't quite do it cleanly, so he just backs out. Nice move. That was a mega lunge from 2,000 light years away, and we've made it stick. Good stuff. And there's a corner cut, and here is another one. I think, or possibly I just kept 2 wheels on there. Sometimes you do get caught out because the car just turns so well and brakes so well that you just turn in way too early and just cut the corner like a total noob. But then again, I did say at the start of the video, I am a noob now. The transition is complete. Unfortunately not cutting there though. So, cutting up rapidly with the Nissan ahead. I think first place is out of the question unless we call upon our allies from the back of the pack to slow down and ram him off. Kind of like the opposite of a blue flag where you're supposed to let through the leader, but like you smash off the leader instead. So it's like a blue flag with like an explosion on it. So it's like, yeah, just the leader's behind you, kill him for us please. Basically one of those. So hopefully that happens. If not, 2nd place is on. I've got the run here down the main straight, and looking into the first corner, he's going to go defensive, and there's no defence against good brakes because I'm just going to go flying around the outside instead, and it's job done, mission complete. 2nd place. We're going to go defensive slightly into this corner, make him think twice about going up the inside. But we see, I mean, we saw it around the first turn. I have the better brakes. It's going to take a lot for him to go up the inside and beat me in a straight-on duel on the brakes. So we're going to come through the complex towards the last couple of corners, towards what is normally turns 15 and 16. But of course, this is the shorter version, so it's not that. I'd kind of be 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 and 7 maybe, about that. Anyway, down the back straight, it's going to be a second place here, unless of course our blue flag with an explosion on it happens and then the leader gets killed in a brutal smash. I don't think it will happen now. I can't see anyone on the map, so it's going to be a second place. So not a bad race actually. It's really good when you have a car that is really, really good on the brakes, going into corners, and you just have that confidence to attack and go for moves. And this is one of those instances. So second place, there it is, with a 112.5. The Celine S7 there, tuned by F4H South, if you'd like to get the tune. Seems to be a very good car for this class. Very good all-rounder. It always has been, the Celine S7, been a very solid car in Forza Motorsport, especially in the S-Class arena. But that brings a close to the video, guys. Sorry to shock you that I am a noob. I mean, you probably knew it already, but the truth is out there. I'm not actually that good, and I'm, you know, just driving into the wall at the tunnel at Prague. Not good driving at all. But hopefully you enjoyed that second race there at Sebring and the Celine. But there we go. Thank you for watching as always, guys. So obviously subscribe to the channel and of course smash the like button. I shall see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.